right, I'm actually putting up a post now about tuning in to watch this particular segment, Tech. So there's a lot we get to do on social media every now and then. So it's quite pertinent that we talk about security, how to ensure that you are secure online. And there's no better person to talk about that than Bella Rose.
So good to be back.
It is. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so let me share the post first, and I will talk about security.
Okay.
Yeah, done.
Do not turn on your location, though.
Okay, now that's the first
That's one.
That's the first, because now we have a number of apps that would always ask for location.
Absolutely.
Well, of course, when you're looking at cab apps and all of that, and then
Maps
some
and
other apps
whatnot.
and all of that. Location. There's that thing that what's it? Pear? Is it pear shaped? What's it? What shape we give it? You know, that's
let's call it pear shaped.
It's
almost like a pear.
Has that kind of shape. But then location. What do you mean by not turning on your location?
So sometimes people get carried away with the fact that they are in new locations and they feel the need to intimate every person who visits their social media pages on where they are. That might be very dangerous because, quite honestly, as much as it can be fun sometimes, that might give access to your location to people who don't necessarily need it. I mean, there are weird people every day, right? We remember the issue with Kim Kardashian sometime last year or 2 years ago when she was mauled by a fan.
In France, in
If
Paris.
perhaps they didn't know that she was there, beyond the fact that she's a popular person, you know, people would not necessarily know where you are, so they cannot exactly track you. Now, sometimes people say it's okay to turn on your location because of safety purposes. People need to know where you are and stuff like that. But you also need to be careful about how you share all your locations. People can trace you, they can follow you, and you may not even know. So things like this you need to be careful with. Decide when it is okay. It's highly, this location thing is highly personal. You need to now sit down and decide for yourself when
best for you
to turn on your location, but you shouldn't do that every single time.
All right, cool. So let's go to other pointers now. General online security, passwords and all of that. You know, okay. So
change your passwords as much as possible.
How often?
So say once in a year. That's not bad. Or twice in a year.
Twice in a year.
Twice in a year is not bad.
And
change your passwords as much as possible, and don't use very easily guessed passwords. People use their birth dates or their children's birth dates as their password, or the last 4 digits of their phone numbers and stuff like that. That is not safe. People can guess these things. You would not believe that even the almighty Mark Zuckerberg also had his social media pages hacked a while ago when his password was guessed. His password was da. And it was guessed, his systems were hacked into. Yes, that happened for every of his social media platforms. And speaking of passwords as well, do not use just one password for all your social media accounts. Make sure that your Twitter account has a different password to your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Facebook, your email. Do not use one password for all of them, because if you do, if I'm able to guess your Twitter password, I would definitely be able to hack into your Instagram and your Facebook and your email. So make it a bit harder for the hackers by using different passwords. Use names, numbers,
special
uppercase, lowercase letters. These things kind of confuse people. Right?
Then,
so do that.
But then it's a problem because we have issues of forgetting our passwords. We know that.
And that's why
if you forget a password,
to change it. And honestly speaking, because there is always that provision to reset your password with your email, that is fantastic. So as long as you have that, I don't even stress myself. If I forget my password, I'm like, forgot password, please. Let's do this again.
Let's
I don't have a problem with that. Let's reset that.
Great one. All right. So moving on from that, what other pointer do we have?
If you have any social media accounts that you don't use anymore, close them.
So
maybe you forgot the password 2 years ago and it's like, I can't remember. I don't remember the email I used to open it. Let me open another one, and then you forget that one. That is not safe, because someone could hack into that account and get your information and still impersonate you. You might have a separate account that's active, but they can also use that account to maybe make weird demands from people, to ask for favors, etc. So if you have an account that is dormant and you're not using, close it. Try to look for how to shut it down, destroy it. Else, the information that exists there, just out there in the wide open internet space, can be used against you.
I've seen accounts, like I see some Facebook profiles where the last time person posted was 2013, 2012, and then you go and see the person has, because it makes it, Facebook makes it easy, so you can open another account.
Exactly.
And have like 2 or 3, and then this person posted last 2012 on this particular account, and you have your pictures there.
They're
you have
still
some
there.
part of your information there. So stuff we're saying now is that those kind of accounts
Shut them
should
down.
be shut down.
Facebook even allows for people who maybe have family members who are dead to report, because sometimes people actually die and you don't know that they are dead. Their accounts are still there. So you can actually report that this person is late and you can take the account down because they don't leave any.
Would you have to have registered as a next of kin or something?
Not necessarily. As long as you're able to prove that you are a relative of sorts,
they can definitely, they can definitely close it down.
Exactly.
All right, cool. All right, so what other points do
you
we
mentioned
have?
pictures earlier on. Now, if you know that, if you notice, sometimes you do a Google search. You can go. Have you Googled yourself before?
Yeah. There's a time when I'll go. No, look at it. I'll go Mike and I'll go Messi, and then they'll be like, they'll give me a suggestion. Are you sure? As in, I'm like, no, my name even if it's just 2 searches, just give me my name. So I started searching more often, even if it's just only me.
I know, right?
You know, but hey,
so sometimes when you search yourself, you find that some information you put on maybe Instagram or especially Facebook sometimes appears in your search queries. So that's one of the reasons why people are they're not exactly excited about how people can use their pictures for anything.
Okay.
Now, if you put pictures on Facebook, the chances are that if somebody searches for anything, maybe a term, TVC presenter, cool TVC guy, tech guy, or whatever, your picture will come up. It is possible for you to turn off indexing your Facebook posts on the internet. So if somebody Googles you and they don't necessarily find your Facebook page, it's because you have checked that mark that says I can leave out my Facebook data from general search results. So that way your information is very, very private.
Personal, yeah, it's private.
It's not open to just anybody who knows your name and just searches you up and then sees everything that you post.
You know,
so
people think that it's just easy Facebook, but there's a whole lot when it comes to settings that you can do. Maybe just one day we should just take different social media networks and just focus on them.
Focus on them, absolutely.
I can make that particular network safer for you. Is there any other point I want to give?
So you need to also check your inbox for suspicious logins.
Okay.
Sometimes hackers can just send you those emails and say you're even have logged into. Be very careful. Even the links that you click on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, for instance, there are links flying everywhere. Be careful. Don't click everything that you see. Some of these things have access to your information and they can just usurp your data. And third-party applications as well that tell you we need to have access to your gallery, access to your contacts. Be careful how you accept them. Because when you click that accept, they really have access to all your data. And they can use it anyhow.
I'm very, you know, that stuff, I kind of like, I'm always very careful. At times, there are apps I want to use, and once they ask for that, I just forget it. People don't
even read what these apps are asking for. They just click yes. It's really just an app. Be careful what you click yes to.
It's always great having to talk with you. Like I said, next time we'll focus on different particular apps and then talk about the settings and all that. All right, cool. Okay, all right.